In this tutorial, we'll guide you through the steps of integrating Jenkins with a version control system like GitHub. Jenkins integration with version control systems, VCS, streamlines the software development lifecycle by automating build and deployment processes. Step 1. Push code changes to GitHub. Let's create a new branch on our existing repository. Create a simple Jenkins file. Let's leverage Visual Studio Code, VS Code, to create our Jenkins file. In this example, we'll craft a straightforward pipeline script. Set the Jenkins agent to any for flexibility. Within the script, we'll introduce a build stage, simply running an echo command for simplicity. Subsequently, we'll include a testing stage. And finally, a deployment stage. Copy and paste this script into the Jenkins file from the terminal. Now push this branch along with changes onto GitHub. To push the code to GitHub, use your GitHub username and a personal access token as the password. Verify on GitHub, and you should observe that Jenkins Git branch has been successfully pushed, and the Jenkins file is now present in your GitHub repository. Step 2. Create a new Jenkins job. To access the Jenkins UI, navigate to localhost 8080 and log in. From the Jenkins dashboard, click on New Item. Enter a name for your job, let's say, Git Integration Job, and choose the type of project as Pipeline. In the job configuration, scroll down to the Pipeline section. Choose the definition as Pipeline Script from SCM, Source Code Management. Select Git as the SCM. Enter the repository URL, e.g., https://github.com/your-username/your-repo.git. We can copy it from GitHub. Since we haven't set up credentials for the GitHub account, let's create them by clicking the Add button within the Credentials section. Alternatively, you can add credentials from the dashboard by going to Manage Jenkins Security Credentials. Under System, locate Global Credentials, Unrestricted, and Add Credentials. Choose the kind as Username with Password. Provide the GitHub user with managed permissions or use the credentials of a GitHub admin user, the same credentials used to log into your GitHub account. Click on Create, and you'll see the credential with the ID Git User Creds created. We will have to refresh the page for the credential ID to appear in the drop-down. Or simple, let's try to close this section and revisit it. Now, you should see the Git user credentials in the drop-down. Select it for further use. Specify the branch to build, which is */Jenkins Git. Set the script path to the location of your Jenkins file in the repository, e.g., Jenkins file if it's in the root. Save the job configuration. Click on Build Now to manually trigger a build. After triggering the build, go to the job's build history. Click on the running build to view live console output and progress. In the logs, you'll observe details indicating that the Jenkins file has been retrieved from GitHub. The repository, in this case, Learn GitHub, is being cloned, and the recent commit message is visible. Subsequently, you'll notice the execution of the Jenkins file taking place. Next we will learn setting up webhooks for automatic triggering of builds when code changes are pushed to your GitHub repository. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content.